And we're back. Hey Joe, what were you talking about? Alex, somebody say something. We were talking about property rights.
Oh, I wanted to say something too.
Property's controlled.
If you were to own all the land in the world, let's say it's 2,000 acres, you got to think to yourself that you own so much land. You think to yourself, you own so much land, and what use do you have for it? I mean, I assume you do have some uses. I'm not gonna lie. Like this piece of desert here in Las Vegas. Someone thought there was some use to this piece of desert and made it to, I guess I would call it casino land. But it's like at some point you might feel guilty about it. Like, man, what about all those people that don't have any? I mean, you might feel guilty about it. Listen, I don't listen. I'm not saying I'm a socialist or I'm a secret communist or a Marxist or a Leninist. I'm not saying I'm secretly one of those. I'm touching on the human emotions of someone who owns so much land. They got to have some guilt with it. They have to have some guilt with it. They have to at some point. They got to feel guilt about it. They got to feel guilt that everyone's on their land. Let's say the globe was that 2,000 acres. They got to feel that everyone is on that 2,000 acres. That must feel some way where they feel sad about it. They don't have no peace. I mean, and it's interesting too. How would people live on 2,000 acres if you did own it? How? I mean, do you already have apartments built up, houses built up? You know, I guess people are going to depend on you too. People are going to depend on you to build everything for them.
Yeah, but think about it, right?
I guess that's the government as well.
Once you live in an apartment, you are now in a controlled environment. So basically, the man that owns the property now has the right to tell you how you can live your life. Now, so I wouldn't put apartments. I'd put houses, and I would give them away for free, or sell them if you're rich. You know,
make a profit.
Well, if they have, you know, but if they don't, then they don't. But I'm not going to make one house better than another because you have money.
Well, then where's the incentive to earn and contribute in the machines of society?
Yeah, but if I have enough money, why would I want more? Because in the intent to say, okay, well, this property is now yours, and you can live in it, and you don't have to pay me anything. It is now yours, and now you have a place to live.
So you're talking about subsidizing the poor, essentially.
In a sense. Yeah. But also, I'm also talking about not making a house better because the rich are going to pay for it. Now, if they wanted to go ahead and they bought the property, even if I gave them the property, if they wanted to go ahead and add another room to the house, what's the big deal?
Right.
Well, I totally agree with you on that one.
Because in this state, in any state, in the matter of fact, if you bought a house and then you wanted to add another room, you would have to call the government and ask for permission for a house that you already paid for.
And it's funny, you even really own it because you still pay taxes on it. Property fucking taxes, man. It's like,
know.
Oh yeah, we're going to make you believe you own this property, but you pay some money for it though.
Right, exactly.
Property taxes are outrageous in the Northeast, like in Maine especially.
Yeah, but they're not any. You know what I mean? Like, property taxes are bad anywhere. When I was in Florida, some guy that I knew was paying about $6,000 a year for his taxes on his house.
What the fuck?
$6,000.
Let me calculate that by a month, actually. I'm curious. Keep going. I'm going to calculate that. 6,000.
200, I think.
No.
200.
If it's a year, right? All right, let's do 660 or
6,000.
Oh, 6,000 a year. Oh, okay.
I don't even know.
Divided by 12, it is $500 a month.
Okay.
You're better off getting into an apartment that is, or sharing a room with somebody for that amount. $500 a month. Wow, that's pretty bad. Think about it, actually.
Mic check.
If you're living in a house you already own and you're paying that amount every year and then that amount monthly, $6,000 yearly and $500 a month, you're basically paying for rent almost in an apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is it? Is an apartment 2.0 you're living at?
So the only way you can balance that out is finding a cheap rental property, maybe, or just renting out your house, or what?
That's horrendous, man.
I mean, like,
not what you suggested, but like the monthly payment though.
To live in a house, you almost have to be rich. To own a house, you almost have to be filthy rich.
High middle class or higher?
Higher. Because you got to remember, okay, you got to be able to afford taxes, so paying $500 a month. You would have to afford to be able to pay for insurance, which is actually every month, which is actually a lot of money itself. You're paying hundreds of dollars a month for insurance on your own home, just in case you get hit by a tornado, hurricane, a flood, whatever state you live in, and whatever they say, all right, well, this is the biggest issue, so this is what we're going to make you pay for, because if you don't and this happens, you are never getting the money back for your house. You know what I mean? And they don't even give you the full amount that you paid for the house. They actually give you less money. So you're paying all this money out every month for a house. You know, so you got to be able to afford that. You got to be able to afford, you know, like health insurance and all that. And then you got to be able to afford for retirement. That way when you get old, you can still keep the house. And then
you gotta think about shit in terms of streets, bro. Fucking get yourself a nice job and find a park bench somewhere and save everything, bro. You know, get your college under a fucking bridge, education under a bridge, man.
Yeah,
like straight. That's the only way to prosper at this point.
You know, yeah. No, I realized too, and I've been doing too to save money as well. I've been making my food budget around $15 maximum. I'll go to 20 if I want to try something new. But until I start making my own food, until I get my own apartment, I have to budget out like how much I eat. Like today, I've been trying to go eating once per day just to save money.
Once per day.
Yeah, dude.
What are you eating, man?
Dude, I eat a brunch and then I just hope for the best and I just drink water after water.
That's, I mean, like $20 a day or what?
For food.
Yeah, dude, you can live like on fucking $3 a day and still be pretty well off. We can show you how to do that because that's pretty much what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Ramen, veggies, sauces, the works, nutrients.
But then again, though, I don't think he has a stove in his place.
So. Oh, do you have a microwave or fucking flame, anything?
If you're gonna get a hotel with a kitchen, it costs more.
Oh, right. Dude, you don't even have fucking anything. Yeah. You don't even have a coffee maker?
I don't even have a fridge. They do serve coffee in the morning, but that's about it. They do have hot water though. I can get hot water. The only thing I have is bed, TV with cable. So far in my hotel before I get my apartment. Like towels, shower, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. If I had a refrigerator, it would actually be great. Like, because I could.
These pieces of shit.
Look at this. If you want to pause it, look at this biker gang.
Go, bikers, go! Go, bikers, go!
Holy crap! There's more, dude.
Yeah, I know. Look at them all.
Oh yeah, we're so badass. Oh yeah, look at us. Look at us.
Woo! Hope you get hit by an 18-wheeler. Yeah, bro, straight up, man.
He wants a fist bump too. Alright.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah, straight up. Oh man, where are these cunts coming from?
It's still going, dude. You thought it'd be over. You thought it'd be over. Oh, here it is. The truck signals it's over.
Oh. It's the end of the Harley Brigade.
If you wanted to, man, like you could do almost anything. Now I don't know, like if you.
Dude, if you got hot water, I can show you how to cook a bajillion things.
Even if you wanted to use our stove, you could.
Feel free.
Yeah, like feel free to come over and like if you wanted to buy something while you're living there and you wanted to cook it, just come over and cook.
Oh Oh, thanks, guys.
We just ate some gourmet shit for fucking $2, bro. Straight.
You know what I mean?
Is it really $2? Come on.
Yeah, go to the dollar store. You can get ramen, a bag of veggies, some sauces, onions, mushrooms, all that for fucking like $4 or $5.
Yeah, easily. But if you wanted meat with all that, then of course, yeah,
it's gonna cost more.
Right.
Soylent Green flashbacks.
Oh shit! I love that movie.
Dude, I get so afraid, dude. I get so afraid whenever I see like expensive meats. I'm like, oh, hope we don't have to go eat barnacles for the rest of our lives. Oh, spooky shit, dude. I doubt it'll ever happen. I honestly, I doubt it'll ever happen because the way that we reproduce animals isn't good. But I doubt it'll Soylent Green will ever happen. But like I get shivers. I get not shivers, but I get worried in my head when I see seafood is more expensive than land food.
Yeah, we're killing our planet.
What the hell? Oh, he's dumping water out.
It reminds you of piss, doesn't it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Pissing on the street. We just saw a guy throw a bottle of whatever liquids outside. And I say liquids because God knows what the guy was throwing out. But anyways, we were talking about cheap stuff, buying cheap food. Not cheap food, but like I guess being money saving. And before that, what were we talking about? It's like we lost it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because we kind of like went into food, and then you were like, you needed to save money or something like that. You only spent like 50. But dude,
say even 20 a day. That's a lot.
You see, but dude, let's say for an example, you did go to the dollar store, right? And you even bought alone just the ingredients that we told you that could feed you
For multiple days. You're not wrong.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Also, soup lines don't hurt, even though the people you're surrounded by make you depressed as all mentally ill
my word.
fuck.
yeah.
But still, if you can put up with it, man, you can find some good shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, if that's what you want to do, though. But if you need to use our stove, you can. You know, and just kind of, you know, and then take the food home with you, and then kind of, you know, just come back whenever you want to.
The nitty gritty facts from the streets of Las Vegas. What's up? Living on $2 a day. Come on. Where are my millennials at? Straight.
Peppers and onions.
Yeah, you could go to the store and they have peppers and onions in the dollar store friggin' in a packet.
Yeah, dude.
Just kind of, you know,
Jalapenos too. Whole jar for like $1.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's what we gave you that last time. Because everything that you ate with us when you came over was all from the dollar store.
Yeah,
sauce,
dude.
All that stuff.
Gourmet
I don't regret
shit.
it at all. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, but it was all from the dollar store.
Maybe when I get my apartment, I might do that tactic as well. Go to a dollar store.
I mean, like, when my food stamps come in, I'm gonna do some serious shopping.
I blew a couple of interviews because they were like 12 miles away, but I'm expecting another one closer soon. Otherwise, I'll just take a fucking bus.
Oh, that's great. Oh, have you got the RTC app?
No. I
Definitely
probably should.
grab it. Definitely grab it. I'm telling you, man. When I lived in Mass, we had a thing called the Charlie card. I'll show it to you fuckers right now.
Yeah, I know the Charlie card.
Oh, they had that in Maine as well?
Nah, I used to live in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So you are from Boston. Fuck
no,
dude.
Well, not Boston, but near the area. Near the
Yeah.
city. Near the city.
Yeah.
The surrounding cities.
Like Brookline or some shit?
No, more east. More north. If you look at Boston and map, I was looking at the cities a little bit north from Boston.
Somerville.
Yeah, a little bit more north than that. But
Oh.
yeah. I don't want to get to the city because this is on the internet. But anyways.
Yeah, you're good.
But they had Charlie cards, right? And a bus fare without a Charlie card, $2. Charlie card saves 30 cents. But every time you use that card on the bus, it would take $1.70. Here, man, it's so much more cheaper. You buy a pass on the app. It stays for 2 hours, but it's $3. Now, imagine this. 2 trips with the bus on a Charlie card back in Mass is $3.40 because 170 times 2 is $3.40. Here, that lasts for 2 hours. If you're taking multiple buses, dude, that $3 still lasts. You only do one payment of $3 for 2 hours. You take multiple buses between 2 hours. Let's say you take 2 buses, $3.40 in Mass, $3 in Nevada. You take 3 trips. Let's see, 140 times 3. 440. That's $5.10 in Mass. Still $3 here in Nevada. But you got to do it in those two hours. If you buy a whole day